and welcome back to my channel. We're now in 2026. We're out with the HARVs again, down by the beautiful river Ribble, if I can get my teeth around it, which is just to my right, and with the HARVs again. So it is very marshy land that we've got today. So it's a bit precarious, but anyway, you can probably see a few HARVs behind me. I will spin you around anyway. There they all are. If you can just see them, the light is very odd. You've got the hills of the Ribble Valley behind us, and just beyond this bank that runs along here is the river Ribble. So a very old ancient river. So back to me. So let's wish me luck, and let's see what we can find down here. And on to the next. Well, we're down into the shade. No longer have I just done my intro. This popped out of the ground. I think it's a button. I can see something in the middle, but it's very, very thin. Actually, the first hole I've dug since the intro. We'll have a look at it later at the roundup. I can't see any markings on it, but because of this bit in the middle of the back, I'm suspecting it's a button, but exceptionally thin. But anyway, we're off the mark, so let's get on to the good stuff next, and on to the next. Well, let's do our first live dig on this one. As you can see, it's a 42, it's in the clump somewhere. So pretty much on the line, but it is smacking of shotgun shell. So let's see what a 42 on the Manticore down here in the floodplains is. And I'll try and actually get you in the shot. So it is still inside. Let's put all this stuff back in there. Aha. And it's now getting worrying because this is very close to the top. So here we are. What have we got? And we can see not a lot. Just a piece of, I'm not sure what a piece of that is. Perhaps tin. It rang up nice, very muddy, but nothing too exciting. So as you can see, metal detecting is all about digging holes. Okay, and on to the next. Well, we were in a field near here a few days ago, and it was full of buttons, and here we have another one, so I suspect that's two already. Let's hope it's not another field of buttons, but anyway, they're round. We found them in the ground, so you have to dig them. So hopefully you can see this with the sun. There we go. Nothing in particular on it, but somebody lost it and I found it. So on to the next. Well, this one got me wondering what it was. I'll try and get it in the light for you. There we go, we've got a lead disc, and it's got the number 92 on it, just here, where my thumb is. So I can only assume this is some kind of bag seal. I'll try and get you in the light. But yes, when I first saw it, it was round, it was on its edge, and I really wasn't sure. So anyway, that one will go, and we'll have an investigation later. But something different from bits of tin that there seems to be a lot of around here. So there you go. And on to the next. Well, it's a little bit interesting. We've got a heart-shaped something. Looks like it was, there's these pins on the back, some kind of horse tack or something. It's brass. I'll give it a little clean. If there's anything on it, I will switch to the other camera. Try and get, there we go, in the sun. But yes, it was a scratchy signal and I nearly didn't dig it, but I'm glad I did now. So that one's dedicated to the wife, of course. Okay, so either on to the next or I'll be back in a second. Well, I don't know if you can see this. This is right in here. That's my hole, full of water. I'm literally on the marsh now, so let's see what it is. I suspect it'll be another button because that's all I found all day. Well, let's have a look. Is it a button? Can I get it in the light? There we go. Is there a shank? Well, I can't see a shank. So let me give it a clean. Let me see what it is. I'll try and get onto the other camera if it's anything better. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I'm trying to get as low as I can to get out of the wind, although I can hear it against the headphones. It's definitely a coin. There's nothing on it that I can see. I'll turn it over to the other side. I'll get that piece of grass out of the way for you. There we go. So I'm really not sure what it is, but at least it's not a button and it's our first coin of the day. Yay! And on to the next. Well, I think we've done it again. 2 and a trot, another coin. Looks penny sized, very, very dirty. So what I'll do is I will give it a wash. I'll come back to you, I'll see what I can see on it, and then hopefully we'll be able to identify it. So back in a minute. Yay! Well, it's a coin, but not anything I've seen before. It's got the date 1812. That looks like a mill. I think on the other side, if I turn it over, I don't know whether you can see it, it's a bit wet. There is the word penny there. So it looks like it's some kind of mill token from 1812. So that's absolutely fantastic. Never found anything like that before. So very, very impressed. If you know what it is, let me know. Let's get this piece of straw out of the way. But what I will do is I will try and clean it up when I get home and see if we can get better luck. And on to the next. Well, I'll keep my back to you, try and keep the wind. My back to you, I'll keep my back to the wind and try and make it as quiet as I can. A bit out of breath, I'll just pull this plug out, but there's something in here. 75. Don't know what it is, not seen it yet, so we'll keep digging. Still in the hole. Try and do a live dig. Apologies for the wind, I can hear it around my ears. Oh, come on. Still in there, looks like we're going to have to go in with the pinpointer. So here we go. Right, back to the wind. See what we can do. Clean the lens. Well, it's in here somewhere. Oh dear. I think we've got some junk. Oh no, we haven't. What we've got is a buckle. So I'll clean that one up. There's nothing else in there. No, nothing else in there. I'll clean that one up and let me come back to you on the other camera if there's anything on it. If not, we'll see it at the roundup and on to the next. Well, I'm going to stick with this camera because there's nothing particularly, let's turn it down there, nothing particularly on there that I can see. There's a pin here. It looks like it's brass or something similar, but no markings that are visible after a quick wash in the swamp or whatever it is we're in. It did have something here that's coming off, you can see, so it may have looked better at one point, but not anymore. So anyway, the first buckle of the day, and on to the next. ringing in at a 20. We've just got a little pocket knife by the looks of it. So it was a bit fuzzy because of what it is. I'll give it a clean up at the end, and we can see if it's very pretty at the roundup. So something different. Looks like a small pocket knife. And on to the next. Well, I thought I'd get you out for this one. It's only because it's something we haven't seen today. You can see it's a shell casing. It's fairly modern. Fire in the middle, can't read any of this. This is rusted away in this very damp, marshy area. But yeah, so we got ourselves a brass shell casing. If I hold it in that hand, you can see with the sun. Okay, something different. And on to the next. Well, it looks like we're back on the buttons, or something similar. Here we go, let's have a look. I don't think it's a coin. It's very flat, very round. It looks like a nice big sort of tomback, dandy type button. Oh, it's still got the shank. I'll give it a quick wipe. Yep, just flat. Still got the full shank. So yeah, another button. And don't know how many that is for the day now, losing count. But you can't ignore them, they ring up nice. And this one hasn't got, I'll do it with this hand, hasn't got any markings on it, so just a plain flat button. As the wind gets up, and it's -2 degrees today, a lot of the HARVs have disappeared back to the midweek grounds, which is not far. But I'm going to stick it out down here. Anyway, on to the next. Well, we've got another button. There was a little imprint, but at first I thought it could be a small coin, but when I've just taken it out this hole, it actually flung out. I saw it as I took the clod out. I noticed that there's a little shank on the back there. Hopefully you can see this. The wind isn't too bad. I'll put my hand around the mic to try and help. It's a button day. So on to the next. Well, I will try and shield you from the wind, but I think you may be able to see there's something here. I hope it's not another button. Oops, dropped it. Where's the wind? Let's come around this way. I cannot tell what that is at the moment. So I'll tell you what I'll do. Is that a shank or is that a coin? Looks coin-like. Almost looks like a halfpenny. Right, let me give that a clean. Let me try and get it into the sunshine. Give it a clean, and I will come back to you. Well, I've had a little go at it, but I can't seem to get any detail off it. I can see some dots around it. I have the feeling it could be a modern, or fairly modern, they're not in circulation anymore, halfpence piece, which was Queen Elizabeth. But we will see when we get to the roundup and I can give it a proper clean at home. I mean, there's very strange. So whether it's a coin or something else, I don't know. It feels like a coin. It's very, very round. But anyway, interesting. Let's find out at the end. And on to the next. Well, looks like we're on to our second buckle of the day. It was a bit scratchy because I think there's still the iron of the pin, which will fall off as soon as I touch it on it. A small buckle, looks fairly modern, horse tack type thing. Yeah, there we go. I think it's starting to fall off already. But second buckle of the day, something different. And on to the next. Well, all I will say, it's a good job I've got waterproof gloves on, because I had to get my hand in here. And out of it, I pulled this buckle. So, let me get you back up. Oh, hold it, muddy fingers. I pulled this buckle. Let me just stand up because there's a bit more light. Again, hard to see what it is. I've got a towel. So just rub it a little bit, or just dab it dry. And again, trying to get you in focus. There we go. Very similar to the other one. These are just shoe buckles, I think, or boot buckles. But anyway, that's sort of the second one of the day. These big square old buckles. So yeah, a nice find. Getting towards the end of the day, the light's going down now. Most of the halves have left. There's only a hardy 2 or 3 of us in these fields, but anyway, we'll see this at the roundup. If I can get it cleaner, then we'll take a better look. So on to the soggy next. Well, this is our way back. Good job you got the wellies on. It's a bit icy down here in these bogs, and you can't see how deep it is either. But hey ho, it's metal detecting. It's the kind of stupid things we do whilst trying not to fall over and get very wet. Right, there's a bit of road here. Let's just lift you up a little bit. There you go. I think I can see gravel underneath where I'm walking, although it's very icy. And I think I'm back on the road. But yes, the life of a metal detectorist in winter. Anyway, heading back to the car now. So I think we'll call that a day. I'll see you at the roundup. Welcome to the roundup. Here we are, end of a great day down on the marshes. It was very cold, it was very icy, it was very wet. But we managed to pull out quite a few bits today, so very pleased with it. So we'll go through this. Might use my little very soft toothbrush as a pointer. So across the top here we've got all our buttons. There's only one I suppose I could pick out, although it's pretty toasted, as if you can use that word for buttons. But there is some decoration on it if the thing will go into focus. And you can probably just see some bits and pieces. Very dark unfortunately today, so it's hard to get the proper light in. But that's the only one with any real... Let's see if I can get the macro camera to work. Doesn't look like it wants to. Okay, so yeah, that's the only one with any decoration in. All the rest were pretty flat and small, although 2 of them were extremely small. It's amazing what the Manticore can pick up in terms of, let's see if I can get the thing to work, in terms of these tiny little pieces that it picks out of the ground. Same with this one, little button, still got the shank on, well, where the shank was, so yeah. Apologies that I'm not outside, which is why it's difficult to film, because it's still -2, freezing to death, so I'm inside the conservatory. What else have we got? Right, well, this is mystery item. Let's do some mystery items. Mystery items number 1 is this, just a lead disc. As you can see, it's certainly very cylindrical in shape, very round. I couldn't see any markings under the microscope. Any idea what that is, let me know. Same with this one. Is this a fragment of a coin, or is it just a piece of junk? Who knows? But so those are the 2 mystery ones. Then we had 3 buckles. These 2 are put together, very similar. They look like old shoe buckles. This small one here was right in the marsh. Good job I had waterproof gloves on, because I was having to put my hand into freezing cold water to get it out. They're a bit bent, but both of them, anyway, nice specimens of shoe buckles. I don't find many of these, but got 2 today, which is excellent. Let's go to this one, little love heart. Look on the back, you can see where the studs were, so I'm imagining this was from a horse harness or something, kind of decoration or something like that. But there you go, for all the loved ones. And the third buckle was just a standard harness buckle, nothing particularly special, but as they ring up nice you have to dig them. And then on to another couple of mystery items. Let's start with this lead disc as well. I'm assuming this is a bag seal. It's got number 92 on it, nothing on the other side. I can't see where it would have joined, where it could have been there. There's a split into it. But anyway, lead disc rings up well and you never know what it is. This one got my heart going, as you can see. Why? It's got these diamond shaped cutouts with some gold wash or gilding in it. And so when I saw this coming out of the ground, I really did go, ooh, have I got my first piece of gold? But I don't think so. If you do know what it is, or what it came off, whether it's a piece of furniture or what, I don't know, then please leave a comment, because that one's got me stumped, can't find it. And then finally, on to the 3 coins. This one I can't identify at all. It's tiny, it's about a 1/2p size, it could well be a 1/2p. A sort of modern but out of circulation British coin. It does appear to be something like a bit of silver wash on it there, but I don't know. I can't see, again, anything under the microscope. This one I believe to be a George the second halfpenny, but it's so difficult to tell because it again is toasted, but looking at the thickness and the size, I think that's what it is. And then the final one, the star of the show, this token. And let's get this one into focus. So hopefully, bring it right in and take it out again. You can see the date there of 1812. Know what's going on with this camera today. 1812, and this is a token from the Hull lead works. Now you may just be able to see, again the light is really difficult today, that it says penny just there. I'll put a proper picture up now on what it should look like. And so I did a bit of research into this, and it is a 1p token from I.K. Pickard of Yorkshire stroke Hull. So what it was doing in a field in Lancashire, who knows. The writing on the outside, as you probably read from the photograph, said payable in the Bank of England or Hull notes by I.K. Pickard. And who was he? Well, Pickard was the owner of the lead mill. His father started it and he carried on. Unfortunately, gambled all his fortune away. So this token was issued in 1812. By 1827, he was bankrupt, going off down to London, mixing with high society, and basically gambled his fortune away. They do use nice language. They now say died in reduced circumstances in 1843. So reduced circumstances just means that he was once rich, now poor. So in essence, he died penniless in 1843. What a waste. So yeah, so really nice find. As you saw, you can see the picture of the mill. Let's move that onto there. On the token with the date of 1812 here at the bottom. So that was it, a good day's finds. Again, out with the HARVs, the Hyndburn Ribble Valley Detectorist Club. Great bunch of people. I stuck to it, stuck in the marshes. Some of the other guys went off, but I think they missed, as you can see, quite a lot, and that was just me. So thanks for watching. If you do like the channel, as always, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you've got any idea of the things that I can't identify, please drop me a comment. All helps the channel, and I hope to see you again soon next time. So, on to the next. Bye-bye.